Happy Monday, 8th graders. Welcome back after your Easter break. I'm coming to you from the staff lounge this morning. We are going to begin chapter 9, which starts with George Washington being our first president. The word that we're going to focus on today is the word precedent, which means tradition. So a precedent is a tradition that you set and you follow it going forward. So I'll share a precedent from my own life. When my oldest daughter, JC, wanted a phone in middle school, we had to kind of decide what is our philosophy with technology? What precedent are we going to set? So we decided we weren't going to give phones out until right before high school. So that's the precedent that we were set. My middle daughter figured on that as well. She got a phone after 8th grade, right before high school, and that's what my youngest daughter is planning on too. So a precedent is a tradition set. George Washington, because he's the first president, is going to set several precedents that future presidents also follow. Our learning target today is going to focus on 3 of those precedents, and we're going to call them the 3 C's. He establishes a cabinet, and you know from last unit, the cabinet advises the president. He establishes a court system, and he signs the Bill of Rights to the Constitution. He adds the Bill of Rights. And we know several states only signed the Constitution knowing that the Bill of Rights would be added later. All right, so what I would like you to do is to read page 246 to 248. And as you do that, what you're going to do is you are going to complete this assignment. You're going to pretend that you're Alex Trebek. You can even play the Jeopardy theme song in the background if you like. But what you are going to do is you're going to read, and these are the answers to the questions. And you're going to give me the question to it. So here's an example, okay? So what if the answer was my favorite teacher? Of course, the question would be, who is Mrs. Papama, right? As you read, you're going to find out that someone took the oath of office on April 30, 1789 to be our first president under the Constitution. Well, you're going to read and find out that you know that that is George Washington. So you're going to answer, who is George Washington? So we're going to do it a little bit differently. Normally I give you the questions and you give me the answers, but we're going to do it Jeopardy style today. So put it in the form of a question, and I'm going to be Miss Wold here for a little bit. Make sure you start with a capital letter and you end with a question mark. So you're just going to give a question in each one of these boxes as you read. When you're done with that, you may hit submit. Then, if you go back to your to-do list, the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to create and complete a Google drawing about this first cabinet, okay? The assignment with the directions is posted in Classroom. So let's pull that up just a second. It's called George Washington's First Cabinet, and it says using page 247 and 248, so the second 2 pages of your reading, create a graphic using a Google drawing of Washington's first cabinet and his first Supreme Court Chief Justice. So you're going to divide your drawing into 4 in some way. It could be just a perpendicular line. You could do a big X. You could do 4 columns. Divide your however you want. In each section, you're going to need the cabinet member's name, their title, a brief description of their duty, and a picture. So make sure you have all 4 of those things for each of the first 3 cabinet members. Then in the 4th square, you're going to do the same thing, these 4 things, but you're going to do it with the first Supreme Court Chief Justice. So you're going to have 4 squares, and there's going to be 4 things in each one of those squares. Make sure your graphic has a title and that you spend some time adding something interesting with your fonts, your colors, your backgrounds, or whatever. You guys are great, creative graphic designers. I know you'll come up with something great. And then submit when you're done. You can just add it to this thread, create a Google drawing out of this thread. So let's go back to our to-do list. After you watch the video, you're going to read the first 3 pages of the lesson about the 3 C's and play Jeopardy as you go. And then you're going to complete the Google drawing regarding the first cabinet. Read those directions carefully. If you have any questions, of course, email me, and I'd be happy to help out. Thanks, 8th graders. Have a great day.